It is time. On Amazonia. This map is played as first map almost every single series here. It's been quite crazy. Hopefully we don't have any technical problems. I believe I've changed the game to English here properly. Yep, I think everything's good. The score 0-0. Perfect. Alright, starting in the top right hand side of the map here. Playing as the red human player. It is TH000. Okay, the zoom actually takes way too long in this game for me to do a cool effect. And his opponent, starting in the bottom left hand side of the map, it is of course Happy, the Russian player, one of the absolute best on that, putting up some good results here. I followed some of his games and he really came back in full force. I think he won a JRA Cup last Sunday, which is definitely pretty impressive. So originally, actually, Happy, I invited him to this tournament, but I think that he wanted to stream his own game while he was playing, which I wasn't a big fan of. I thought, you know, like we should let the streamers stream it just themselves. So I told him like it wasn't possible, and then because of that he declined. But then later he reconsidered, and then he asked me again. And then it turns out he wanted to cast all of the games in Russian as well, so I allowed him to stream his games in the end. Like, it's always a hard call to make, obviously, but I think it's a good choice. Like, we have him playing here now, and he's also broadcasting in Russian and commentating, so it's probably a good thing. I don't know how good his commentating skills are, but since he's a pretty good player, I'm sure he says very insightful stuff. So we've got a standard quick Death Knight with the World of Necromancy here that's going to be made into what I'm guessing is going to be Fiends. And he's going to go straight across the map to try and steal some of the scripts. And TH000, all alike. I mean, TH000 originally was a random player who was extremely good at Undead as well. So in Human vs. Undead, he's actually quite incredible. And we're just going to do a short pause here. Maybe there is a little bit of lag for Happy. Yeah, TH000, I remember, I think maybe it was like 2007 or around that time. He wasn't known at all, but he was incredibly good. I remember playing a lot of games against his Undead and losing maybe over 50% or around 50%. And that was a time where Human was quite good against Undead for the most part. After practicing with him for around, I think a month or a month and a half, I went to the Intel Extreme Masters over in Germany. I think that was the one that I won. So practice with him was definitely, like, I think it helped a lot. And the thing about this is that basically he was the perfect practice partner, because if you practice with him, he wasn't a well-known guy, so people wouldn't really know, like, you know, what to expect from the practice that I had gotten against him. And at the same time, back then, I wasn't very likely to meet him in a tournament because he wasn't playing that many and he wasn't well-known. So usually this is like, there's always this kind of guys, you know, in RTS games. Like players that are very, very good but haven't broken out yet on the pro scene and put up like very good results. And usually those are very good to practice with if you're a pro player, just because, again, you won't necessarily meet them in tournaments, but they provide you with such a good practice. Actually, you're harassing here with the footman across the map. That's pretty nice. Happy's, the Rubian Tower was a little bit late, so it's going to be very annoying for him to deal with his Discord. Not on time. Okay, he actually goes for the Archmage instead. That's going to be a full deny here on that one. Is there any tab here that I can bring up? Okay, no. Okay, I thought there was a tab here, but maybe that wasn't. Maybe that wasn't W3A. Let me check for music. I'm going to raise the volume from the PC a little bit, so you guys can have it. And hopefully my voice is loud enough. Today I put it pretty loud. Now all I have to focus on, like once you guys will confirm to me that the levels are good, all I have to focus on is basically giving good commentary. It actually gets almost like some sort of surrounding on the Archmage, but TH having a bunch of militia there will get rid of a lot of these guys. Happy being forced back. 0 experience so far. This is very uncharacteristic. Usually Happy you would be putting in some serious work, but TH000 has nullified everything here so far, and the first spider is not going to be on the way. Creeping the natural here might be tough. Okay, this is crazy, like 0 experience on Death Knight. Sure, he was able to put the Archmage lower in hit points, but usually what you achieve by doing this is that now when this is going to be crept, you can chase the Archmage away and maybe steal the item or some of the creeps manually. And I think this is what Happy might be counting on here. So these mud golems, they're going to fall very quick. Okay, struggling a little bit with the observing here. He targets some of the peasants. He uses another Death Skull, this time on one of the peasants. TH000 going straight onto that rock golem, and he's going to be able to take it out. That's level 3 as well with a greater healing. What a perfect item! He could have maybe gone for the surround here, but Happy, this is like a nightmare of a start for this poor undead player. How many militia did he send? Okay, he sent 8 militia. 9 with this one. So apparently TH000, he relies a lot on the police force here in his games. This can often be a mistake when you go this far out like this, and then the undead goes all the way around. Yeah, next water elemental is going to be a level 2, and then that's going to be very good, obviously, for TH. Okay, all of the dead finishes here on tier 2. There's a couple Descoys available, but you don't want to have to use these against just a bunch of footmen. There are so many footmen, actually. Oh my god, if he gets a surround, he's fishing for it. Oh, he lets go of it. Very fortunate for Happy here, because that was locked, as far as I'm concerned. He could have gone around, actually, with the Death Knight, but not having a Rod of Necromancy, obviously, is going to make this much worse. I'm not sure about the go here. To counterattack, I guess he wants to get a cancel on the Slaughterhouse, which, if it had been there, would have been a lot more protected. Let's see if this can do anything here. I feel like this could be pretty good for Happy if he manages it well, especially like Lich. He's gonna come out momentarily. Keep in mind the Archmage has the greater healing though. There is defense across the map. Militia are now gonna come in. The Slaughterhouse was a safe cancel. And he actually remakes it in front of that human army here. And there's not enough wood now to start another one. Happy didn't cancel early enough. I mean, like I said, you can target the Archmage all you want. There is a greater healing, and I think that's why also TH000 doesn't mind being so far out on the map here, harassing. Who cares about footmen at this stage? Like, if he can kill a bunch of acolytes, it's going to be great for him. Happy in all sorts of trouble here in map number 1 on Amazonia. Struggling a lot. These different footmen are not going to die. More and more water elementals getting in there, and this Archmage got some good damage as well. Circlet plus Slippers of Agility. Uses the greater healing here just to make sure he's safe. Across the map, this is really not doing anything. The tower land here is going to begin as TH wants to be protected. I wish you could unzoom actually in Warcraft 3. It's the game sound for me is very quiet compared to my voice, but usually it sounds louder on the stream, so keep me posted about that, please, so I can know if I need to change it. This has finally been defended, but Happy's been slowed down a lot. His Slaughterhouse was cancelled twice. It's actually taking a long time to restart it as well now. He could have remade it for some time, but instead he's gonna go straight for Black Citadel. He wants to get that orb, and he wants to get it very soon here. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's lightning shield here on the Lich. And a little bit of friendly fire on some of the spiders. You have to be careful. What does he get? Cloak of Shadows, okay. Not very useful when the sun is rising, but he will make do for now. I'm surprised these towers haven't started, like, kinda like we saw yesterday in some of the games. And I think yesterday was Infi in this case, up against Foggy, I believe. If you're doing well, if you're harassing your opponent and you know that he won't be attacking you anytime soon, I think it's okay not to morph these towers super early, because then you can spend the wood elsewhere, like attacking a little bit earlier. And in this case, I think this is what he has realized. Sapper, maybe? Nah, just gonna go straight for the drop here. Guess what? Slaughterhouse here. Basically asking to be cancelled. And I think he might be able to get it. This is so sick, like TH000 is masterful so far in this game. Getting 3 cancels in a row here on that Slaughterhouse, which this time I think was cancelled. Happy not even pulling Acolytes that early here. He's gonna lose one pretty quickly. Black Citadel cannot finish early enough here for him to remake the missing Acolyte. Comes back here to defend. I don't think he has web, which would mean that he can't even get that Zeppelin. He's gonna go for a repair here on that one Ziggurat. I guess this is gonna give some good experience though to Happy here. That's one way he can creep. He has struggled to get his Death Knight leveled up. Death Coil on the last second here on that Acolyte. Gonna be able to get out as well. He remade a Slaughterhouse up above. Yeah, I don't think there is web still. Yeah, he hasn't even started it. I mean, Happy's kind of broke. Like he's mining from off of one Acolyte here right now, so TH000, like this has done its work. I think he's happy with the way this has gone, obviously. One Acolyte is gonna have to be remade pretty much instantly. He gets a Gargoyle actually just to shut down that Zeppelin. Instead of getting web, gets a single Gargoyle. I think Happy's fed up here with that one Zeppelin. A lot of towers being made here from TH. I think he realizes he's very far ahead right now with the way this has gone. He doesn't want to die to some kind of, you know, destroyer push or all in. So he's just gonna play it safe. Lich almost level 3 though, oh my god. All of those units feather like crazy. Did he get an XP tome or something? I'm actually really surprised the Lich is this high. Didn't expect that. Gargoyle fishing for the snipe here. He might have to just TP. Drop the Archmage and TP. Does he notice? Oof, I got scared for a second here. This is what nightmares are made of. A Zeppelin sniped above a forest. And Tome of Retraining here actually, so looks like TH wants to go straight into Blizzard. Mountain King now being made. So he's gonna wait a little bit so that he can creep a little bit more, but maybe later he'll just train to Blizzard. And then, I don't know, Blizzard this gold mine potentially. Getting, I guess getting water elementals against a bunch of destroyers is not the best of ideas, unless you have a lot of flying machines, which you don't always want to get. And in this case, it looks like it's just going to be a pure Gryphon Aviaries air army from TH, who's most likely also going to go straight into Paladin when he reaches Castle. Happy's fishing though. He's fishing for these units. He wants to snipe potentially the Archmage, everything that's there. Gargoyle spots him. Yeah, he's gonna force him back. Actually, TH not having boots here. He might be forced to TP or even pop an invuln. Yeah, he's gonna be slowed down a lot by Lich. Happy trying to block here a little bit as well. Deathcore is still available, quite a few of them even. It's interesting that he has the Orb of Corruption, by the way, on the Death Knight. I guess it's not super relevant yet. Yeah, I thought he was gonna go for a Nova and then an attempt at a surround, but there was not enough mana on the Lich here to go for that. I wonder if Happy saw the amount of towers there are. Third aviary here about to finish. I guess, okay, TH's plan is basically to mass Dragon Hawks for the most part, maybe get a bunch of Gryphons as well and have too many air units for Happy to handle. But Happy is known for his micro. If he's able to web a bunch of the air units and then pull back, he's going to be able to do okay, but he's facing a human player who's been allowed to creep way more than humans usually are, who's had a much better start than humans usually get. So I think I'm quite liking here the position of TH in this game, but Happy not out of it just yet. We've seen him make magic happen with his Tri-Hero. And in this case he catches a Dragonhawk here very nicely. Coil the Archmage. Yeah, he's just gonna chase him down. Happy is basically trying to completely shut down TH's presence here out on the map. He wants to make him go home and stay there and never ever leave. Actually, he's gonna do a pretty good job, I think, here for the most part, as long as he kind of stays on him. But in the meantime, the army of Gryphons... Actually, where is this rallied? Straight to the heroes. This could be a mistake here. Keep in mind, yeah, there is that one Gargoyle, a bunch of spiders, and by now he should have web. I haven't seen him research it yet, but he might just have already completed. The Panda third is really smart, I think, because whether you face like an air army or like a traditional army or a mass siege engine or gyrocopters, I think it's always going to be good to have a Panda here helping with this. So I'm liking this a lot here from Happy, but ideally he needs to get that to level 3 as soon as possible, so that the Breath of Fire will be level 2. He spots this. Oh, this is huge as well, because if he had gone and crept this and in the meantime TH would have reached his base, then he has to TP back and all that, so 56 army, of 56 total supply here for Happy. 58 for TH, who's trying to escape here. That one might go down. Is there no staff? Oh, he hasn't bought staff yet. Oh, he has no shop. He forgot about shop. No wonder he has no staff. Okay, he needs to start a shop like right now.
A player's forces are
This could be very bad. Why is he going armor, by the way? He's already got +2 attacks. Maybe he didn't have the wood then. Because right now he's getting the 1 here for 2-1. The leather armor for the air units. This is Happy's comfort zone right now. He's just creeping the entire map. He's got a sentry wall in the middle of the map that tells him basically where TH is going. So guess what? He's gonna finish this camp, run straight up there to go for another creepjack. He doesn't even finish this. He knows this is irrelevant here to kill these 2 trolls. What is the Death Knight doing?
A player's forces are under attack.
I think maybe he thought he needed a death coil or something on that cargo. He wanted to make sure he saves it. Peasants being transferred to the main, so those are going to be ready to be pulled off into militia and sent towards the army. Paladin level 1 is going to be very exposed. Tome of Retraining is very interesting because he still hasn't used it. Happy coming in, he absorbed energy already, or mana rather, from these statues. He's going to go right in there. Gargoyle finally gets sniped. The orb, now on the ledge. Panda taking a lot of damage. He's going to give it the greater invuln. Coil, not available perhaps. This destroyer is going to work here on these Griffins. And since there is no staff, there's just no saving these guys. Leech dings for that level 4. And another thing, actually going to be saved here in the last second by Death Coil. Uses Dark Ritual though to deny the experience because he was going to die anyway. And this feels like TH is just not doing well at all with his army just yet. He was finally able to creep 1 camp. Shop is now up here. Well, was there a shop here already earlier? Or did he just make it? Paladin actually gets sniped! What the hell? He could have just pulled all the way back. Maybe staffed something, but inventory was full, I guess, on the Archmage. And Happy, just like that, he's back at 49 supply against the 73 of his opponents with 3-1 upgrades. Oh my god, that's... Those upgrades finish so fast in Warcraft 3, oh my god. Compared to StarCraft 2. Like they finish, it feels like they finish instantly. Okay, so there is no counter to the destroyers right now, so I guess they can just fly in there, start sniping stuff. Death Coil? Nova? Yeah, he knows he could be staffed, so he saved it. Death Knight could be in trouble. He's gonna have to run all the way around the map here. And TH really salvaged the situation here. I mean, the fact that he had an expansion so early and so easily, obviously, even if Undead is able to put up a good fight, there is always going to be so much air units from the human player. Snipes a Dragon Hawk here. He went home for a second. He needs some statues, I guess, for both healing and mana on his heroes. Because right now, oh my god, MK level 3. This is going to be really tough. Does he have a staff for that Dragon Hawk? Maybe a heal? Yeah. And then into a staff. I think by now it should be recharged. And I'm guessing that TH is going to be grabbing some orbs soon. If he got an orb on both the MK and the Paladin, he would only need a very few Dragon Hawks to finally deal with these destroyers. And I don't think there's enough of them. Happy was saving a little bit of money, but now that I think he lost some units, he's just replacing those with statues. So he's going to rely entirely on mass destroyers. Doesn't quite get the snipe here. 3-2 upgrades now. Look at how fast this finish. Look at how fast this completes. Like the 3 upgrade in StarCraft is like 220 seconds. Like this feels like just 1 minute or something. So fast. I'm always gonna go for upgrades now in Warcraft 3, now that I realize that years later. +3 attack upgrade as well from Happy here. He really wants to stay at 50 for as long as possible, maybe even mine out. If he gets like the 2.7k left. Sadly for him there is not much to creep left or even to sell for him to get a bigger army. Is that golems? Oof, there is a lot. 79 supply with 3-2 and he got true shots. That's like one of the best items when you have this army. Oh, that's the best item when you have this army. To get 3 shots. Paladin a pixel away from level 2 as well. In which case he would get Dimension. Is he just gonna tower this base? No. No, don't do it. Don't you dare. He's gonna tower it. And take it. TH, you little snake. Yeah, I think Happy realized what was happening, so he's getting more statues. He's just gonna be a pure mass destroyer. This is madness. He's just gonna try to break him in a fight. How many scrolls are there? One? Just one, okay. More scrolls would be pretty useful here. Can he get a snipe maybe? Panda not being level 3 is a big deal. I think if he had pulled back his other heroes and crept just the Panda, it would have been good, but there weren't that many DPS in the army of Happy, so it would have been hard for him to do this. Kinda absorbs mana here in a panic. Or does he actually want to fight? Because these towers are gonna go up, and when they do, that's gonna be another base here. I'm surprised TH is not grabbing more scrolls. I feel like here with 3 scrolls, he would be able to save a lot. Obviously, there is a lot of burst power here from this undead army. Core, Nova, and Breath of Fire. And Happy actually completely giving up on Fiends. He doesn't want to get any ground army. He just wants to mass destroy, blow up these Dragonhawks, and then let the destroyers reign supreme. He's now got 3-0 upgrades, and here we go, guys. This could be the decisive fight here. Frost Nova being used immediately. Stormbolt onto the Lich, but Death Card is available. We're gonna have the first Breath of Fire straight into this fight as well. These Dragonhawks struggling to hang in there, really. There is still no orb, by the way, on the TH000s. Yeah, another Death Card here being used to save that one destroyer. It comes back in there. Another Nova may be available in a second. Having boots on the Lich is huge, by the way. She can chase so fast. She's not exactly the fastest hero. Heal scroll being used here. TH000 trying to make it out of there. Mass towers in the meantime going up. And I think Happy's not necessarily aware that these are going up right now. Like, this is crazy. He's on the chase right now. He's killing pretty much everything. To be honest, even if these towers go up, there is no tunnel there. So that's no extra income from TH just yet. So if he made a bunch of mid wagons, he could take that out. But against mass air, it's very hard to justify getting those. So right now he's focused on killing as much as possible. He could have used Dispel here on some of these units if they had been stuffed, but everything's getting away from there now. Okay, I don't know that you want to go into this hallway of death here. He goes for as far as he can go. It's funny because the towers are there too. Like, even if you made a tunnel there, I think Happy can just stand there and shoot it down. Okay, this might be an overextension here. There is not that much mana on the Panda here. But I guess he knows that everything's healing up. Lich actually not that high on mana either. I think it might have been good for Happy to just pull back here. Sends a ghoul, that's probably for Dark Ritual here. He wants some extra mana. I don't think like a fighting ghoul against this many Gryphons and Dragonhawks is the best of ideas. I don't hate going back into Fiends here, like getting a couple, but I guess Happy knows better than me than getting ground units against this many air units. And people say that was the tower guy. Look at this guy. Absolutely shameless right there. Okay, that's nice to kill a bunch of peasants here, but he used a lot of mana for this here. Might wanna have to pull back here. Ooh, one of the destroyers dies here. That's a very expensive unit for a Happy that's not particularly rich. 270 gold left here on this base. And this is what I was talking about. I think Chinese players here, what we saw yesterday from Infi on Terran Stand was just basically him understanding how the gold resources work perfectly and using the map to his advantage in this way. And right now, TH is doing the exact same thing here on Amazonia. He knows that there is only one more base that Happy could have taken. Okay, I don't know about this. He's actually doing alright. I'm just gonna get the one and then pull back. Not sure what he was aiming for. Paladin, I think, was already level 2, but I guess he got a bit of experience from it. This is not with his army though, okay? If he gets the Dragonhawk, Happy trying to engage. It's almost as if he knew that the units were missing from there. Not quite able to kill much just yet because Staff saved the one unit that was being targeted. Oh, he almost accidentally ran into this, but TH went all the way around. I think he has a regen scroll, or nope, he already used it. I mean, there is no tunnel here. It's not like Happy has a clock working against him. He can just wait in that position, but he's not going to be mining either. And this is fully mined out, guys. Okay. I guess TH is standing in a position where Panda couldn't use Breath of Fire. The Lich! Coil! She has Invuln! Oh, she dies before Invuln can be popped, and she even had a healing scroll here. I guess... Oh, there was no mana for Coil, so this might be game. TH000 with mass air here, making it work somehow. I guess he had a great start. If he hadn't had this such a great start, I think Happy might have been able to do it. But right now, it looks like Happy is just going to be down to his last few destroyers, trying to run away and revive the Lich. I think he doesn't even have the money. Oh, he sold his altar. Okay, well, GG. Well played here by TH000. Did exactly what he needed to do, and he secures himself the win. You know, first map of the evening. So our map number 2 here is going to be Last Refuge. Give me a second so I can find it. Very nicely played by TH. Happy was impressive considering the really weak start that he had, I guess. But he could hardly be helped. There's a lot of players made this map look very good for them, to be honest. So our second map here are going to be Last Refuge. Who took the red? Oh, that was me. RIP. That was a pretty good game here to get our day started. It's kind of hard for me to read the situations because I haven't been in those for a decade, but who took the yellow? Alright, trying to figure out the colors here. Poor Happy. Such a difficult start here by him. When you have Death Knight with around 0 experience against an Archmage level 3, usually it's going to be pretty tough to win. And now, TH hit the perfect timing. Alright, we're just getting everybody in the game, and we're going to start ASAP. Okay, somebody took Happy's color, and then they need to fix that, and then we can get going. Somebody has the yellow of Happy. So much for being fast here with starting the games. I don't know, like some people are AFK right now. So right now, the match is TH000 versus Happy. TH is up 1-0. Okay, I'm gonna rehost real quick. Because we weren't able to sort out the situation. Where is Happy? I don't have a cold, Arceus. I don't know. I'm fine. Okay, I think I found the guy who's being a little bit slow about this. Okay, I gotta rehost again. In a new way. Where is Happy? Okay, I need to repick a color and then we'll be good. Alright, we've made it. The colors have been completed, so we'll be starting momentarily now. Getting all the casters in. Thanks to you guys for tuning in. I hope we're gonna have more good games. And again, like if you're just joining us, I'll give you a little briefing about tonight. There is a chance we're gonna have some games postponed. So as you can see, we're gonna have TH000 versus Happy, then Moon against Yours. These two are gonna be played for sure. Then the winners match, and then there's a pretty good chance the rest is gonna be postponed to a later date, to a 1 week from now, because it's very late for them, and TH000 has some very important WCA qualifier in a couple of hours, so I want to let him sleep as much as possible so he doesn't lose his qualifying match and hates me for the rest of his life. Alright, we've got French, German, Korean, Russian, and Chinese. Trying to figure out who one of the observers in the game right now is. Okay, that was Infi. I had to kick him out of the game for him to answer. Alright, let's go. Last Refuge, map number 2. Let me know if the volume is still good. I wasn't able to catch your guys' answers earlier. Like if somebody has me as a contact somewhere, like on Skype or something, let me know too. Okay, just fixing the score, then we'll jump in game. Boom. Starting on the left-hand side of the map here is down 0-1. It is of course Happy from Russia, the undead player. And his opponent, starting in the top right-hand side of the map, playing as the red human player. It's of course TH000 with a fantastic map number 1, mass air, old school, dragon hooks, Gryphons, tri-hero, living the dream. It's really difficult for undeads to deal with this kind of style, especially if you don't have a good start. It really feels like it's a lot about the starts that you can get, and in this case I don't think Happy's start was good at all. Where is he gonna get that farm? Whoa, interesting. Usually I make mine here. Well, what does this give? What? He gets vision up there from this? Is that a bug? What the hell? I had no idea. How does that work? Yeah, it feels like this should be a bug or something. There's no way. Anyway, I guess I'll take it. Well, can't wait. I don't. Can you use reveal from this? No, probably not. I think he probably just gives vision. What the hell? I never saw this before, and I've played this map quite a few times. This is pretty sick. You can use the lab from this. Oh my god, this is sick. Oh my. Happy baiting the first footman here. Maybe sniped by the camp. Oh, he headbutted him one time. So sick. Zidane style. TH gonna open up the creeping fest. And on the other side we've got similar opener with straight into fiends here with the graveyard. A quick arcane tower, which is not really necessary, personally I feel, on this map, but I guess better safe than sorry in this case. You don't want to suffer any peasant loss, especially like now if you're taking a little bit of damage. It's going to be able to get covered very fast. Death card on the Archmage. Last game that style of targeting the Archmage didn't bring any success to Happy, but it seems like he still wants to go for that. Yeah, it's gonna take. Actually, he took so much damage already. Oh my god. The Arcane Tower almost finished. Does he go for more? As long as you can do that, you can keep a human player on his, or close to his tunnel, you know, where he feels safe. First Fiend is gonna start here. It's very hard for him to creep right now. On this map, I always found it very hard after this camp to creep anything. If you do this, all your units get poisoned, some of them get ensnared. If you do this, then undead can steal. If you do this, don't even get me started, like you're gonna get stoneboarded by the rock golem. Oh, okay, getting closer to level 2 here by sniping some of these skeletons. Happy needs to stay patient here. There is no reason for him to click on the Archmage. You wanna wait for the human player to engage the creeps. And then you move in and you fight him. That farm, I still can't get over like how crazy this farm is. This is a very good way to deal with the Death Knight and skeletons. You task these few units to deal with them and attack them, and in the meantime with the rest of your units you creep elsewhere, and in this case it's going to be the expansion. Whoa! Well, so much for getting a bad start in map number 1 here. Happy is definitely redeeming himself. There is a chance he's going to steal this. Ogre, if he gets close. Oh, okay, so he's not going to be able to get it. Maybe gets the item. I think TH was counting on that to try and kill him. Denies the item pickup here by sniping these claws. Now he's gonna suffer some damage. I don't know if I agree with the snipe on the footman here. I think killing peasants is more important at this stage, but he's gonna be able to get quite a few of these as well as the Archmage. Level 2 is being remade right now out of the altar. And that's gonna take a while. No more skeletons though. Right now Happy wishes so hard that he had at least one more charge on his Road of Necromancy, trust me. He might have to TP actually if he gets too crazy. Oh, using a small gathering of food here straight into the gold mine to try and escape one time. So this actually hasn't done as much as I thought it would from Happy. He should have, maybe, like, I don't know, you can't really get back I think with this build. He's gonna have to TP. Yeah, that's a TP. Yep. He could have pulled back. I don't know why he came back in there. I think he got baited by by this one peasant here. And probably didn't realize. Oh, that was Archmage level 1, by the way. Not level 2, so he came back way faster. I think using TP for an Archmage level 1 usually a lot of the time is not worth it. Maybe from level 2 or level 3 you have to, but... So I don't think TH cares that much about the amount of cores that was used on it, because he comes out in a good position here from this for sure. Gets the Arcane Tower, now he's got defense to creep this camp quite easily. Gonna get level 2. Looking to Ras a little... Oh no! What a sick timing. TH is getting lucky on a few things here for sure, like this is... Sure he was fishing for this, but at the same time, like, if this end snare doesn't happen, I think TH is happy so he can get out of this. Potion gonna have to be used. Oh, what? Oh, Nova! The Lich came out and sniped the Archmage. What the hell is going on here? Happy has lost his hero twice already in this game. I'm not even sure it matters that much. TH. Oh, he rebouts? Interesting. I guess he wanted to make sure he picked up the item. Yeah, that's an Archmage level 2, so it's gonna take longer than the level 1. I can't believe this farm, guys. Like, this is absolute madness that you can get a farm here and that it enables the... like this... This can't stay like this. They should definitely fix this. We're gonna have another quick pause here, most likely from Happy. Maybe experiencing some spikes. I wonder what his ping is. I heard my ping is pretty good by European standards. Current ping 167. Average 163. Not bad at all. Back in the old days, I think when I played on Battle.net from home, I had like around 100 to 110. So that's not actually that different here. Obviously, like if you face Chinese players and Koreans, they are much closer to, you know, no ping or zero ping, but I would have expected it would be more. So I guess Lone Life, ping and answer and net is actually sort of playable. Which, by the way, massive shout out to Ina Lit for helping me set up everything. He spent a few hours with me to help me set up the whole thing. Without him, I don't think I would have been able to do much. I guess I would have watched his tutorials, but it would have taken way more time, so thanks to him. Happy with some heavy pressure. He doesn't have a TP here. So he's actually, like, this is a fallen base trade cancel. This doesn't look like a cancel. And he's, okay, he starts a Spirit Tower behind this, which is going to be pretty important. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Usually I don't like this position when I'm the human player, but I think TH is going to be able to do a lot of damage here because he's got defense, so even a Spirit Tower won't do that much. He's got some illusions to work with. And across the map, like, this is not being broken fast enough there. And it's not like there is 5 or 6 spiders, there is only 3, so the firepower is not actually that massive. And in this case, he just chooses to go back. Oh, actually Archmage taking quite a bit of damage, but the mana was taken away here from his heroes for the most part. Unhappy. Black Citadel starts pretty much immediately, and look at this. He lost 2 ghouls, so he's now down to a single one, which is a pretty big deal. By the way, Tier 2 still hasn't started for the human player. That's definitely something that Happy has going for him. And a 0 level, obviously, like Happy, one of the best, I think, players, one of the best undead, or even players overall in terms of control. He's known for it. His Core Nova is world class. Is the game sound a little bit quiet for you guys? Because for me it is. I will raise it a little bit. Yep, just like that. Let me know. That's fine. Whoa, boom! I don't think you want that to happen when there's Death Knight and Lich nearby. Actually, oh my! They don't have much mana, especially like the Lich doesn't have a Nova right now. He's blocking himself! Oh my god! The absolute dream for Happy. What the hell? He even bought a Zeppelin here to try and come in and save his Archmage, but it died anyway. I don't know if you want to revive in front of these guys. Well, I guess there is no mana. Oof. Scary times here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Another Nova gets used on the Archmage here. I think he realized that like there is no TP. Obviously there is a Zeppelin, but is he getting web? No. Happy's been exceptionally stubborn in not getting web, I think, with his spiders. Like, I think it's totally worth it. As soon as there is a Zeppelin and stuff, like if you catch him one time, especially now, imagine there is no TP. Imagine what would happen if he webbed the Zeppelin with a bunch of units in it. Like, those units will be stunned as they reach the ground, and Happy will kill everything. Obviously, you can't really expect to catch that. And by the way, he didn't just buy a Zeppelin, he bought a Schrader as well. Yeah, that guy. So he dropped that here around that area, sent it towards the main, and now wood issues are gonna be a thing of the past for TH, who's looking to start a couple dozen towers here by the look of things. Zeppelin still flying around for vision. Another sentry ward here was placed here. TH has perfect vision all over the map. And those regen scrolls, by the way, are gonna be sick. Because he's got so many red units. Yep. That's gonna give him so much hit points back on everything, including the Archmage. I wonder how many towers he's gonna make in the main. Usually you wanna have a good balance, because otherwise, like if you make 12 towers here and you only have one here in the main, and the opponent goes for a destroyer attack, you're pretty much dead. Ank of Reincarnation here was picked up. I wonder if he's gonna sell this. Looks like yes, maybe.
A player's forces are under attack.
This gives a lot of gold. Yeah, so he's gonna sell it. And TH is still creeping here. But it looks like he might finally want to attack. He sees that there is a Death Knight at home, but the rest of the army is gone, so he probably knows that it's not too far, but I think he's looking to try and get a snipe on really anything he can and then TP out when he gets in trouble. In this case, he goes straight for the Slaughterhouse. Happy will be back early enough with Nova level 2 to slay a lot of these footmen. He's being a little bit hesitant, ends up only going for a water elemental. A bit surprising here. Fiend gets ensnared. Is he gonna go back in? No. Just gonna pull back. More towers, blacksmiths. Everything's getting on the way here for TH, who has so much vision thanks to this sentry wall. Looking to shut down the Zeppelin here with one single destroyer. I think he's gonna chase those units as well with whatever he can. Nova level 2 is super scary here. If you can land 2 good ones in the middle of the footman, there's going to be a lot of damage dealt to all of this. Uses the Death Call on the destroyer, still trying to take out some of these footmen. TH is so annoying right now. He's just attacking Happy's base as soon as Happy leaves it every single time. And Happy is here like, let me creep, please. Can you just let me creep? But no, not going to happen. I think TH knows that in the meantime, if he can get his towers, his castle and everything, he's gonna have his tech and it's gonna be golden. Destroyer! Actually, Death Knight is not nearby. You might want to be careful with this. He's gonna kill it! No, Happy, come on. You're better than this, mate. Loses the destroyer. Where was Death Knight? He was still creeping the shop or something. So finally he kills a bunch of footmen, but losing that one destroyer, that's a very expensive unit at this stage in the game. He even got one more Spirit Tower here, and a little bit of panic, thinking that Happy might go for his Gold Mine. And again, we're gonna have similar mass air play here from TH. Kinda like last game, I'm guessing he's gonna get a third Gryphon Aviary a little bit later. He spent his wood very well, like when you get this many towers, it's very expensive on wood. So even though he has a Schrader, like, you know, +1 attacks here already started. And that's something that TH does very well, is getting his upgrades going the whole time. Last game, already that was the case. He got 2 attacks, then 1 armor, 3 attack, and then ended up the game with 3-3 against the 3-0 of Happy. And the 3 armor was actually pretty important because even though for the most part the undead player relies a lot on having nukes for these units, which I guess like the armor upgrades don't affect, when you're fighting units against units, then the armor upgrades are gonna matter, and he was only facing destroyers, and then later when he got a lot of Dragonhawks taking on the destroyers, like I think that level 3 upgrades on the armor helped a lot as well. Level 2 reach very easily here on the Mountain King, and he's gonna get, oh my god, again! TH, you're so lucky. He gets basically the absolute best item that you can get when you're playing mass air. But this time around, Happy is looking to try and bust this position here around the main base. He sees that there is, like those towers, they are very spread out. In a perfect world, I think you would like to have like your towers as a block around here, but now since they are spread out, if Happy stands there, only the towers that are up there were attacking. But now he comes in from behind, no death score available for that one fiend. A lot of footmen are gonna die pretty much instantly. The Lich with the orb nuking everything super fast. I think that's a dead Mountain King in a second if Happy targets it. Considering there is almost one more death score, he's gonna use one of the wind here on the Archmage. Maybe get a surround, but there is TP on it. And Dragonhawks finally joined the fray. There's one Nova! Oh, he doesn't get it! And he TP'd at the natural, very nicely done actually. If he had TP'd in the main, might have been in even more trouble there. Looks like the altar is going to be targeted. Yeah, this army at this stage is going to be very hard to deal with. Like, I think TH is wishing he had his air units like yesterday right now. Like he cannot get them soon enough. He's going to counterattack, but what can it really do with this many towers? Actually, he's getting... Oh, that's why he's getting clouds. Because he's got a bunch of Dragonhawks here. So he's trying to force a TP back. Which I don't think Happy's going to have to go for. Yep, just pull this back. Oh, oh! Statues! You can't fight against MK in a human army. Yeah, okay, so he forces the TP back. Thanks to the cloud here. MK is going to be staffed out. Oh, this is massive. Like, forcing him back. The thing is, Happy is now going to run across the map as well. TH000 in a perfect world will be able to reach the main base of Happy back and like keep on applying this pressure, but I think Happy is just going to be looking to try and get back in his face very, very soon. But first, let me just take a selfie. No, let me do a little bit of creeping to get up close on level 3 here on that panda. This is what I was talking about before. Oh my god. He's so unlucky in comparison. He's so sick that you will get the absolute worst item that you have to sell every time. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, you can't really only leave the panda here. It would take forever to clean this camp and you would take so much damage, so you have to leave the Lich, which takes experience away from the panda. Which obviously is very sad. I like the boots. We've seen before how those can be very important when the Lich was chasing earlier. +3 attack upgrade already being made here. And this is very important here to be able to creep a little bit from TH, because he's going to be able to get Mountain King level 3 in a second, and that does a lot of damage to undead heroes. Like, this is a super important level. Like, the difference from being, you know, level 1 or 2 to 3 is just so much. Especially, like, a Stormbolt is pretty cheap. It's 75, so you're gonna have a lot of those to deal with the undead. Quite a few Stormbolts in a row. And Ancient Jungle of Endurance, one of the very good items that you can get as well. The luck continues here for TH, who's gonna TP straight out of there. Ooh, okay, almost died. Nova hit actually on that. But did one of them die? I thought there was one more Dragonhawk. Might have. Shade actually being made. He wants to be able to stalk TH000 everywhere on the map. Is there a TP? Yeah, he does have one. I wonder if he went web this game. Okay, he's gonna be able to spot this TP or no? I think he's just gonna walk back, which might be a mistake because he's very far. Okay, he realizes that this is gonna do too much thanks to Cloud, so he ends up TPing. Oh, that was beautiful. Just on time. Shade needs to relocate here and start stalking this army. Did he see? I guess he probably saw the sacrificial pit, so if TH is able to anticipate there is a shade on him, he might start buying a dust to make sure he cleans these shades up. So otherwise he's gonna be stalked, and I think you don't want somebody as good as Happy to always know where you're at. Happy looking to try and resume the creeping. This time around, Panda getting level 3 like this early is going to be great. And he's got a lot of mana as well to work with. Like, if there were to be a fight soon here, I don't know if he saw this coming. Happy staying at 50 total supply. Right now we've got TH at 77. It's going to take some very good human heroes. But he's facing not only True Shot, but Ancient Jungle of Endurance, which is a crazy good item. Well, I mean, this Shade was basically waiting for this to happen. When does he break upkeep? Yeah, that's the thing. TH's pressure has kept Happy much lower than he wanted to be at in terms of, you know, supply and everything. This is why he stopped making fiends earlier, because those die basically instantly in this kind of fight against this many Gryphons. Okay, at least one Dragonhawk is gonna die. Ooh, Panda gets stunned. Does he not go Drunken Haze, by the way? I don't think I've seen Drunken Haze. He just saves everything for the Breath of Fire. Double statue starts, and I think Happy should be looking to try and fight very soon here because he sees this base being available. And I think TH will realize there is a shade here, by the way, when he tries to make a tunnel and he sees that it's blocked. He can just use this farm here to scan for it and remove that one. You always want to get the towers first there, though. No more armor upgrades yet, so I guess he might start those a little bit later. Interesting. Is there a TP? Yeah, there is. Okay, you always want to have a TP here anyway. It's gonna get there just on time, actually. If you can kill off those peasants, I wouldn't be surprised if TH forced the TP too behind this. Yeah, okay. That's just ideal here. He had to have something like this happen. You can't let a human player expand twice. Really digging the Rod of Necromancy, by the way, using Dark Ritual every single time, making sure he gets more mana on that Lich so they can Nova pretty much non-stop. He ends up TPing even though he was right there. He could have walked, I think, this. Because if TH had gone for the gold mine, then I think he would have had to TP, but now it feels a little bit like a waste. But he wants to chase. He wants to maybe force a TP out of his opponent, or even just kill a lot of units here if he can, really. The fact that this Paladin doesn't have level 2. It's gonna be exposed. No stuff? Oh, that was close. He wanted to go for it. Look at how fast this turtle died, like this. The ground, the versus ground power of this army is just incredible. Like this many Gryphons is super, super deadly. I wonder if maybe Happy shouldn't go for like gargoyles, but it just feels too hard at this stage in the game, you know, to add one more crypt and start going for gargoyles when you can just go for more destroyers. Guess what? TH TP'd here, went straight for this camp. Obviously he would have liked the Paladin to be there, but now that's an MK level 4. I'm surprised actually he's leaving. Oh, and he got Rune Bracers for the Archmage. Just when I thought it wasn't possible to get better item. Just keeps on getting better and better for TH. Poor Happy. I feel like he's gonna be so depressed looking back at this game. Level 1 Paladin still. It's really strange, by the way, the non-prioritization on Dragonhawks, but I guess now he's gonna go into those. I don't know how Happy's heroes are supposed to last on the ground. He's gonna scan, I think, reveal. Or... did he not realize there was a shade earlier? I love how Happy... Oh! Run! You can run, but you can't hide. You say to the shade. Let's go down. That's a lot of destroyers with a lot of energy as well. Don't know if it's going to be enough though against this incredible army from TH. Chasing on the ground. Destroyers are left back to try and deal with these Dragonhawks. Some good heals here going up. That's an incredible amount of destroyers. TH hanging in there. Gonna be chased back though, looks like. Another good staff. He's had a lot of those here. 66 supply to 86. And for now, Happy hangs in there. Another Nova lands here. I think it's going to take a lot of patience from Happy, a lot of Deathsquares and Nova to try and come back in this, but it really feels like this mass air style has been mastered by TH. And if one or two of these destroyers die, by the way, Paladin gets level 2, and then like it becomes a lot harder to win those fights all of a sudden. Because this guy is going to have Divine Shield to survive longer, to heal everything, to staff everything. Tower going up here. The main is mined out here, but there's... actually, I was going to say there's probably some gold left on the natural, but TH has not been the most of careful in terms of upkeep management this entire game. So now, he's actually out of gold completely. That's basically his last army. If he starts losing a bunch of units to the Core Nova Breath of Fire of his opponent, he could be in trouble. And Happy can still expand. Interesting game. And adding one more Nova. Like, the more of these interactions that can happen where Happy takes it slow, the better it's going to be for him. Lich being level 5 obviously going to help a lot. TH looking for a full-on engagement. One of these destroyers is solo. Yeah, I think he realized that if he keeps running around like this, he might end up losing Panda taking so much damage here, might have to TP out with it. He doesn't have a TP! And Panda going super low on hit points, forced to use an invul. Finally Death Knight gets level 5, but he's getting chased down right now and taking so much damage. Another Nova lands on the entire army here of TH000, who's still on the chase. What can he buy? He can't buy anything! That MK is just gonna chase him down and kill him. Oh, he's missing 3 gold! Oh, he was missing 3 gold for an invul. And GG, just like that, TH000 closes out the series. That was pretty sick here. Really nicely done here from our Chinese human player.